Good morning, my dearest. Today, we are going to talk about the most actual topic in the world, the importance of following all the doctor's instructions during the coronavirus pandemic. By the end of the lesson, you'll be able to speak on the behavior during the coronavirus pandemic and the problems while recovering after the epidemic. So, you already know how to prevent yourself from catching this virus. The main aim of the quarantine is not to spread the infection. The consequences can be found out from the report given below in the video. China ended the 76-day lockdown on Wuhan with a light show as many people stepped outside for the first time in weeks. Jonathan Cheng, Wall Street Journal's China bureau chief, discusses the challenges ahead as ground zero of the pandemic tries to return to normal.
When the clock hit midnight, the central Chinese city of Wuhan put on a light show. It was celebrating the end of an extraordinary 76-day lockdown in the city to contain the coronavirus pandemic. People were able to finally go outside and stretch their legs and take in some fresh air for the first time in many months. As travel restrictions were lifted in Wuhan, people who are healthy and can prove that they're healthy were finally allowed to leave the city for the very first time. Hundreds of them boarded the first trains out of the city, and many of them went to the airport to get on planes. But for many, life won't just snap right back to normal again. There are many concerns still about a second wave of infection. Even though China has reported very few cases now, we know that many patients have the virus but aren't showing symptoms. That means that they could potentially spread it to others, even if they appear healthy. There's really no way to test every single person in Wuhan, in Hubei province, and across China, and therefore there will always be a reservoir of suspicion and concern about these people. And then there's the economic impact. After such a traumatic past few months, it's not just going to be a matter of simply turning on the lights again and getting back to business. A lot of people have not been paid for many months, and many companies in China still rely on exports and on trade with the rest of the world. And as other countries go through the worst of their epidemic, there's real concern about whether or not there will be a second wave of economic impact as well. The bottom line here is that even as China unlocks Wuhan and celebrates that, it's not clear that China as a whole is in the clear. The rest of the world is dealing with the worst of the coronavirus pandemic right now, and many of them will look to China as a ray of hope because China is now emerging from the pandemic. But I think what we'll continue to see is that the road to recovery will be very rocky and it will be very uneven.
Why are we talking about social distancing, and what does it mean? Social distancing is the space we create to reduce the number of contacts we make with other people. We know one way coronavirus spreads is through air droplets, through a sneeze, a cough, or even through talking. Staying 6 feet away from others is the best social distance to avoid any contact with another person. Social distancing on a big campus like ours is easy. It's okay to walk around outside on campus. What about the classroom? 6 feet of distance in a large classroom setting means sitting 2 seats away from other students. What about when you need to wait in line at the grocery store or campus dining? If you're waiting in line, try to visualize a 6-foot distance from the person in front of you and wait there. Want to eat with your friends? Head outside where you can sit in a big circle with plenty of social distance between you. Don't throw any food. Shared rooms create a challenge. While you and your roommate will want to keep your distance by staying on your own sides of the room, you'll want to rely on other important tips for preventing the spread of viral illnesses. Wash your hands frequently for 20 seconds. Clean your phone and your computer. Most importantly, sanitize before and after you use a shared space, whether you're brushing your teeth in the communal bathroom or visiting the computer lab. I know this much cleaning sounds crazy, but your mother would be happy. So take precautions and stay healthy.